The first reason is there is a big misconception that becoming a full-time decisions that they are taking. There is a big misconception that becoming a full-time music producer is all about producing great music, but this couldn't be further from the truth. Many producers have amazing music, but only a small percentage of them are able to turn it into a full-time career, and this is because of all the decisions that they are taking outside of the studio, not inside. So today I want to go over the 5 main reasons as to why I was able to make it a full-time career and how I was able to quit my 9-to-5 job in just 2 years. The first reason is prioritization. When I first started, I instantly treated it as a career, not a hobby. I knew what I was in for and what I wanted from it. If you go about it as a hobby, you're just going to end up practicing a little bit here and there, maybe releasing 1 song a year, and it's never gonna work. There's this famous productivity rule about I'm gonna pass up the question to you. Where are you, or what stage are you into your music production journey so far? Let me know in the comment section below. I really want to get to know you better, and if you are getting value out of this video, please don't hesitate to smash that like button right over there. There is a big misconception that becoming a full-time music producer is all about producing great music, but this couldn't be further from the truth. Many producers have amazing music, but only a small percentage of them are able to turn it into a full-time career, and this is because of all the decisions that they are taking outside of the studio, not inside. So today I want to go over the 5 main reasons as to why I was able to make it a full-time career and how I was able to quit my 9-to-5 job in just 2 years. The first reason is prioritization. When I first started, I instantly treated it as a career, not a hobby. I knew what I was in for and what I wanted from it. If you go about it as a hobby, you're just going to end up practicing a little bit here and there, maybe releasing 1 song a year, and it's never gonna work. There's this famous productivity rule about having 3 main focus and priorities in your life. Becoming a full-time music producer and content creator was one goal of mine, which is why when I was filling up my calendar of the week, I was always starting by putting down my music production time sessions, and only if I had time left over after work and music, I would input stuff like family, friends, and other hobbies, but not the opposite. Now you're probably gonna think that I went way too hard on it, that I'm totally crazy, but there's a reason it is on this list of why I was able to make it full-time, and this is the reason why you clicked on this video, right? So I'm just telling you my truth. The second reason is that I built myself a social media presence. Now I know you are probably very tired of hearing this, or you tried it and it didn't really work for you, but this is the world that we are living in right now, and you have to take advantage of it. Social media is literally your chance of making a full-time living from the comfort of your own bedroom. Me posting on social media is the reason I can teach other people how to make music. It's the reason I produce for other people. It's the reason I can work with music brands and sell my own digital products. You literally have millions of potential clients, customers, or students at the tip of your fingers. As you know, it's not easy. It requires a lot of time, a lot of work, effort, and consistency, but if I did it when
Ang climate change ay isang krisis na kinakaharap natin.
Believe me, you can do it too. To this day, I owe literally everything I have to social media. And no, you don't necessarily have to be an influencer or a music content creator like I am. But if you want to teach to other people, you have to show off your teaching skills, your techniques or methods. If you want to get DJ gigs, you need to show off your DJ skills on TikTok or Instagram Reels. And if you want to sell your beats, well, you need to share them with the world. If you see social media as an opportunity and not a chore, I guarantee you will succeed. The third reason is that I started before I was ready. I get so many DMs telling me that their production quality isn't ready yet, or that they will start once they're done with school, and it always makes me sad because it reminds me of myself 3 years ago. When I first got the idea of starting this YouTube channel and Instagram page, I remember telling it to my boyfriend and giving him excuses after excuses, like I need to wait until we own our own apartment so I can record videos, or I'll start recording videos when I have my own studio because it doesn't look good right now. And oh my, thank God he pushed me to start, because, well, simply put, I wouldn't be shooting this video right now. And I would probably be still stuck in my 9-to-5 job. Just learn and adapt along the way. I swear you will be further than if you don't start at all. Remember that the first day I posted on YouTube and the first day I posted on Instagram was probably 2 weeks after me learning what a DAW was, and probably when I did my very first song. So yeah. Plus, to be completely honest with you, you will never feel ready. Like absolutely never. To this day, every time I have to record a video, it's stressful to me. Every time I release a song, I wonder if I should really release it or not. But the important thing here is that I always keep moving forward and keep building my music career one day at a time. Damn, that's some good motivation talk. Next. Now, in just a few seconds, I will reveal the last two reasons, and they're probably going to be triggering for some of you, but first I want to pass up the question to you. Where are you, or what stage are you into your music production journey so far? Let me know in the comment section below. I really want to get to know you better, and if you are getting value out of this video, please don't hesitate to smash that like button right over there, right? So the fourth reason I was able to make music my full-time career is self-discipline. I know you probably don't want to hear it, but it is why it's one of the reasons I was able to make it full-time. It's because no one else wants to do that. No one else wants to do the hard work. So don't be one of them, be better. Building a whole career from the ground up requires an insane amount of work and effort. Nothing comes easy. Right now, for example, it is 1,000 degrees in this studio, but it's so hot. I feel very tired because I didn't sleep at all last night. Mentally, I'm not there these days, and all I want to do is chill on the couch and watch Netflix all afternoon. But guess where I am? On my chair in my studio shooting this video, because I know that chilling on the couch will never get me closer to my goals. This will. There is obviously a lot of little tips and tricks that you can implement in your life to make it easier, but at the end of the day, I do believe that it is all coming down to a mindset shift that you need to have in your head. I will say one thing though, is that planning my week and knowing exactly what I was gonna do at what time in the week was really helpful, because at the end of a hard day at work, I knew exactly what I had to do. You know, I just put my brain off and just do what I knew I had to do. Now, the last reason is that I learned about a lot of other aspects than just music production. When you're making it to full-time as a music producer, it means that you have a business. And running a business means that you need to think marketing, emailing clients, making content, and most of the day, I don't make music whatsoever. Making music is one thing, but then to make money from it, it needs to be either sold or promoted in some way. So I spent a lot, and I mean a lot of time learning about marketing, copywriting, business, entrepreneurship, taxes, time management, literally everything I needed to be able to run a successful music business. I did this by watching a lot of YouTube videos or attending a lot of masterclasses, webinars, but also reading a ton of books about those topics. And yes, if you are curious, there will be a link in the description for all the books that I read and recommend to you. Now, if you are really motivated to create your own little music business plan to make it full-time, you can book a private one-on-one call with me where I will help you define the right next steps to take for you to reach your specific goals. During the call, you can ask me anything you want. It lasts about 1 hour, 1 hour and a half, and at the end, you will get your personalized plan delivered straight to your inbox with actionable steps. You will find a link right below in the description to book a call, but in the meantime, keep learning, and I'll see you in the next one.
Okay, the next one. Woo! The full-time career of the music course.
If you're a business owner, then animated explainer videos are the best way to capture attention, get more followers, and drive more sales. They're engaging.
Fujitenzo refrigerators offer energy efficiency and long-lasting food freshness.
Artists used it to their advantage in order to grow their fan base and create a strong artist brand for themselves. Artists like Melon, Polar, and Wolfblaze have amassed over 1 million monthly listeners and thousands of followers on social media by using AI for their cover art, artist pictures, music videos, or social media content. The beauty of using AI as an artist is that you don't even have to show your face, and it will save you hours and hours when it comes to creating content to promote your music. AI is here to stay, and those who don't use it will be left behind. So to avoid this, here are 3 ways that you can use AI to skyrocket your music career instantly. Thank you to Fiverr for sponsoring this video, but more on them later. The first way that you can use AI is to use it for your artist branding by generating artist pictures or cover banners for Spotify or cover arts. There are many ways to do it, but every time I tried it myself, the results were not good at all because it is all about using the right prompt. This is why I decided to use a professional AI artist to get a really good result, so for that, let's go on Fiverr. The goal here is to get a few super cool artist pictures that I could use on my Spotify or social media, so let's type something like AI concept art. Alright, see, like I'm looking for something like this, which I think looks super nice. This would work too, that totally. Wow, that's a lot of results. Like, oh my god, more than 10 pages. Like, there is a lot of AI artists.
Malawak presents Kwentong Pera.
Okay, so this one, Carlos Serralba, seems to have a lot of great reviews, 5 orders in queue, and a very decent price between $20-$50. Yeah, I really like this sci-fi fantasy style that he seems to have, as it's exactly what I have in my head, so yeah, let's take him. Bam. Okay, so now we just have to wait a couple days to get the result, but in the meantime, let's talk about the second way AI can help us with. Okay, so the second way you can use AI to boost your music career is by generating full music videos. You probably saw those type of videos already, like Linkin Park did for their song Lost. It is looking super cool and can bring so much
Malawak presents Kwentong Pera Paraan.
scrolling on Instagram and TikTok.
Iwan ako nag-dance! Nakalimutan ko magpagaling ng pera pang tuition! Ay,
Music.
i-download mo lang yan.
I recently released a EDM
Madala
house
ako.
song called Gotta Be, and I really want a music video for it as I think it would fit the vibe perfectly. Once again, I have literally no idea how they do those videos, so let's go back on Fiverr and hire a real artist to do that for us. Now, luckily, our first artist, Carlos, is also doing AI music videos, so that is perfect. If I type AI music videos, there are still a lot of artists as well, but I'm gonna go with our guy Carlos. Oh man.
I really love the way you move.
Oh man, look at this video. It's like, it's amazing. It's insane.
Some good soul food.
Yeah, I have to do it. Okay, so I sent him all the directions with all the references on what I want. Now we just have to wait a few more days, but for you, it's right now. Quickly though, before checking what our AI artist sent us, your opinion on AI. Does it scare you, or do you think it's gonna help the music industry? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. I'm really curious to hear them. Also, don't forget to like this video if it's helpful, but for now, let's check the results. Alright, so we got all our orders delivered, and oh my god, it looks awesome. Let me show you. So first of all, I ordered 2 images generated by AI for my Spotify profile, pictures, all this, and look at the Spotify banner. This is looking incredibly insane and accurate. Like, it feels like me, you know, like this universe, you know, blue and purple color. This is so me, and obviously, you know, you can tell if you know me, it's not me on the picture, you know, but you know, same style, same hair, same color. At least we got this right, and yeah, I'm super satisfied because, you know, my music is very like this, like dreamy, experimental, emotional with the vibes, and that's exactly a chill EDM deep house song called Gotta Be, that are just going to Opus Clip Pro, for example, to turn those long 3-minute videos into up to this like dreamy, experimental, emotional with the vibes, and that's exactly what it represents in the picture, and this is exactly what I wanted from it. So yeah, I'm super happy with this one. Now the second was an artist profile picture that I can put on my Instagram or TikTok profile, on YouTube or whatever, or even on Spotify actually, and that's how it looks like. So obviously, as you know me, you can tell it's not exactly me, and it's normal, it's AI, right? You can't fully recreate a person, but it has all the characteristics that I have, you know, like same hair, same colors, same colored eyes, same skin tones, and also especially hoodie, you know, that's exactly what I wanted, a hoodie with the right colors, blue and purple. So yeah, if people don't know your face, if you don't want to show your face and all this, you can use AI to generate those type of pictures that are just going to, you know, represent you, your vibe, your style, and explain, you know, give a feel of what your music is. So yeah, I'm actually super impressed at this. And now the video. That looks so good. That's exactly what I wanted, like a cyberpunk city, you know, futuristic with neon lights, blue and purple, you know, and one girl at night walking around, figuring out who she is. Oh, that looks perfect. That goes perfect with the cover art, with the style, with the vibe. Let me know what you think in the comments. I love it. Yeah, I'm happy. Thank you, Carlos. You did an amazing job. Now where AI is becoming even more powerful is that you can use other AI tools like Opus Clip Pro, for example, to turn those long 3-minute videos into up to 10 short-form videos in just one click. So basically, if we drag and drop our music video right here, click Get Clips in one clip, bam, there you go. No, I'm absolutely kidding. It took approximately like 30 minutes, I'd say, but look at this. Basically, we have our little vertical short form video and it automatically output all the lyrics for us. Now I can dive in and edit the clip. Most of the time it's not super accurate, so you can come in here and just replace the lyrics to the accurate ones. And 2 minutes and 18 seconds is way too much, so I'll just download it and cut it to like the 30 seconds part, which is just the drop, and that'll be perfect. So yeah, now my video is ready and I just can start uploading it on TikTok, YouTube Shorts, Instagram Reels, and start promoting my song. Seriously, like how cool is that? I really didn't have to do anything and I have plenty of content to start promoting my music and raising attention around my artist brand. As I was saying, AI is an incredibly powerful tool that we should all start using for our music careers, but it isn't as easy to master as you would think, so this is why I love Fiverr. You can totally learn how to use AI yourself, but Fiverr has so many talented artists with fast delivery, super decent prices that it makes it super easy for me to get good quality content really fast to help me on my music journey. Now, if you would like to use an AI Fiverr service, they have an awesome discount for you on your first order, so check out the first link in the description. Go hire some people, but in the meantime, keep learning and I'll see you in the next one.
Okay, the next.
Can I show you something that kind of messed me up? This is a ribbon that represents 100 years, and
in 2021, I had just started learning music production, and once I fell in love with it, I quickly had a new goal: to quit my 9-to-5 job and become a full-time music producer. While working as a visual effects artist, I spent every single minute of my free time learning about music production, making songs, starting my YouTube channel and Instagram page. I was hoping that with time, hard work and dedication, things would just come into place on their own and that I would start making money, but I found myself with a problem. It didn't, and it wasn't that easy. I actually had no idea where to start, what to do, or how to go about creating my own music business. So I got to thinking, how could I possibly make this work? For everything you do in life, if you don't have a plan, well, it's not gonna work. This is where I took some time to reflect, brainstorm, and come up with an actual plan step by step. There are many different routes that you can take in the music industry, and these days, you don't have to be super famous and filling out stadiums to make a living from your music. I know some people who make all the money they need through music royalties or offering big coaching programs or living through social media content. Knowing your end goal will allow you to make a plan that works for you and only you. In my case, I knew from the beginning that I didn't want to fill out stadiums. I wanted to be my own boss, being a music creator, inspiring others through my own journey in the music industry. I am genuinely happier when I receive those kind of messages, letting me know that I'm making a positive impact in someone else's life, rather than seeing 10,000 streams on my Spotify. So make sure that you have a clear end goal in your mind that brings you a real sense of purpose and fulfillment, because that's what will make you not give up. But stick with me here, I'll make it easier for you and we'll get there together. Now this step is where most people get stuck. I bet that you have a lot of ideas and dreams in your head, but yet you still find a million excuses to yourself as to why you can't start just yet. I spent a good 4 months thinking about starting my YouTube channel and another 10 years before that just dreaming about it. Now to get over these excuses, I did 2 things. I was very well aware that this was just a mindset issue, that all my fears were just in my mind and completely irrational. This is where I started to read self-development books so that I could grow a iron solid mindset and stop finding excuses for myself. The one that had the most impact on me was The Compound Effect by Darren Hardy. It made me understand that just working towards my goal by 1% every day, even if it was just 5 minutes, over time would compound and eventually get me there, which is the second thing I did. To do just just one simple, not scary thing per day. I started by writing down some video ideas and created my YouTube and Instagram without saying anything to my friends and family. It was just little steps that eventually got me started without me knowing it. The only mistake that I did here was to not start earlier, so please don't do the same mistake as I did. I want you to write down a simple, easy step that you can take today that will take you towards your goal, and just do it. Once I finally got over my fears and got started, I literally had to learn everything about everything. I knew it was going to take time and I was ready for it. This step is the most time-consuming one, but the most important. And you don't have to be good at it straight from the beginning. I wasn't. Look at my first YouTube video. Yeesh! But the more you make music, the more you make content to promote your songs or beats, the better you get at it. So spend every single free time that you have to learn and improve about all the aspects that you need to reach your goals. For me, I had to learn everything about social media, algorithms, thumbnails, graphic design, SEO, titles, copywriting, storytelling, and another billion things. If you want it to be your job, you need to be great at it. It took me a good 1.5 years before I could see actual real traction on what I was doing, so it is going to be the most challenging part of the plan. By the way, if posting on YouTube and social media is part of your plan, you might find my Notion templates and ebook masterclass very useful to you. There will be a link in the description if you want to check them out. Now let's get into the juicy part. After posting on social media and releasing music for over a year, I was seeing a lot of signals that were telling me that I might have something different and special that I could potentially make a living from. I had a lot of engagement around what I do and people were asking for more. But I felt a bit lost because I didn't really know how I could make money on my own. This is where I came up with an actual plan broken down into all the different income sources to cover all my basics expenses. From there, I worked on it backwards. I started to calculate how much I needed, which income sources were interesting me, and divided everything in attainable goals. Let's take an example. If you need $2,000 to live and you love mixing, mastering, making beats, and sample packs, then maybe your plan could look something like that. $1,000 from mixing and mastering services on platforms like Fiverr and Upwork, $500 from selling beats, and another $500 from selling sample packs. Exact numbers for now, I might make an actual other video about that all at once, it will be too much work. There's no believe me, just focus on one one-on-one coaching and digital products, which I focused on back in 2022. Once those were put in place, I focused on reaching monetization on YouTube by the end of 2022, and after that, I added some local services and Patreon in early 2023. As you can see, the process can take over months and years, but that's the point. Since then, sponsorships automatically started to arrive, and this is where I started to reach 50 to 75% of my income goals consistently. I was seriously going to burn out working full-time job at the same time, and this is where I decided to quit my job and go full-time and be a content creator. I was not quit making some good amount of money. Just my personal experience and what I did. This video next, I'll masterclass on literally everything I know about YouTube. If you made it to this point, thank you so much for watching. I hope that you now feel more confident and will start working on your plan to go full-time. But in the meantime, keep learning and I'll see you in the next one. me to score one of my favorite movie scene of all times in just 7 days. Oh my god. Production from zero, but lately I've been in need of a new challenge. You see, producing music for streaming platforms is really cool, but what about producing music for movies? As an old visual effects myself, I love movies. And music has always been that one little thing that gives me the chills in those very intense epic scenes. I mean, if we remove the music in a scene, pretty boring. So I figured, why not trying to learn film scoring? Can anyone pick up and Zimmer those are all the questions for one of my favorite movies of all time, 7 days. This scene. Now, if you're wondering, orally this is quite ambitious. Yeah, but you know me, I like a good challenge. From the research I've done, I found a few videos on YouTube that I want to watch to get an overall idea of the process, and I have a couple articles to write and a few freebies from composer creators on how to get started with film scoring. Additionally, I'll be calling my friend Zach Heed, who is a professional composer that composed some of the music for Kung Fu Panda, in order to ask him directions and tips, and he will also judge my song on day 6 of the challenge. Enough talking, let's get to work. Alright, let's call my friend Zach.
Yo!
Hey, yo! How's it going?
What's up? Good, how are you doing?
I'm good, but I'm stressed about this challenge, actually. So yeah, I know you're a pro in it, so I just wanted to get like your opinion, you know, like, do you have like any pointers or like direction for someone that is a complete beginner into like scoring music?
So, usually the trickiest part in the beginning for people is that like orchestra is huge.
Okay.
One of the ways that some people like to do it is they like to do like sketch first. So they'll think about like just work on the piano or whatever like your main instrument is.
Okay.
And just work through the scene until the music kind of feels like it works, and then you can go to the orchestra. And so like what you can think about with flying is like when things are airborne, usually what a lot of composers will do is they'll take groove away, because groove is like what grounds things. It's
Right.
like engine, right? So like if they're not airborne, you might have like a groove, and then as soon as they take off, you pull out the groove, and then the music just kind of holds on its own, right?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think I'm gonna look at How to Train Your Dragon a lot, like as reference. I think. I didn't even think about that's the transition. Yeah.
Hitting stuff on time, on beats, will look and sound early to the audience. So you want to aim to hit stuff later.
Or like, for example, if someone like hits something, once it touches on the video, I need to have like 1 to 3 beats later the sound?
Exactly.
Sounds good.
Yep.
Alright.
I'm really excited for this.
Yeah, thanks so much for all your tips. Alright. Videos, Reddit blog articles. I'm part. Right. Okay, I think the first is probably good. And I watched it a couple times to get an idea of where I wanted to go with the music, depending on what emotions I would feel watching it. This is what I hear for like the beginning, you know, like just when he's like struggling, like when it goes like here and goes. Maybe not. I don't know. We'll see what I do with this. I think that what I have in my head for this is like. This is long scenes, so I think it was. Right. Harry Potter, in order to have a bit more solid idea of what instruments they should use, how do they do the transitions, how do they even introduce the music in the scene. Oh, this is gonna be tough, but it's a good reference for like the beginning of the flight of Jake. I think this is gonna be the challenge. It's like to make a melody, like, you know, like a musical sentence that is like longer than like 8 bar that we do in EDM, right? Analyzing those for example, not melody part of the slide, and it means that resources that he recommends to me.
I have a notion, which, if you want to share that with your audience, Fundamentals for Film Composers.
Oh, yeah.
It's a guide I made about basic scoring principles. So it covers scoring a picture in terms of timing, about how we hit things later, like we talked about.
Okay, Fundamentals for Film Composers. Oh. Yeah, I see what you mean. So after being scared to death and having taken way more notes than I needed, I felt like it was enough research. So I guess at some point you just gotta start, right? I'm not gonna lie, during the first session of drafting a rough idea for the scene, I had very little idea of what I was doing. For this challenge though, I've been lucky enough to partner with Cinesamples, which gave me their whole music library and it's so my afternoons consisted of me looking around the library and down and trying to have a rough idea. Okay, so it's like almost 6 years and I'm around like this, so I've been at it for like almost 2 hours. Here I don't know what to do yet in the middle, in between the 2 parts, and then on the release back up, more angelic stuff. I first had a first idea, but didn't really sit well. And then I think what takes time, because like it's the same, like this was my first idea here, and I took basically the same notes, like the same progression, and put it instead of chants, like which felt more angelic. I put more like low brass, low cellos, which I think works better, and I think the idea is there. But yeah, what takes the longest is just to find. Luckily, using Museo made it 10 times. All music definitely a time consuming process. I would say my stress bar, the material, and selecting the I like it well because I just know so good right up to get additional. Additionally, when using productions, I often tell them that they don't use enough organic instruments and that their song sounds too robotic and electronic. If you have that kind of problems, using tools like Musio is an easy way to set your productions apart by adding real and organic instruments. Sample libraries like such often cost thousands, but Musio is Cinesample's way of making it affordable to anyone by using low subscription models starting at $9.99 a month or $99 a year. They currently offer a free 30-day trial without any credit card required, so you could easily give it a go, but otherwise, you can get 25% off Musio for 3 months or the entire year on an annual subscription using the link in the description. Okay, we're on day 2 of the challenge now. I am what I but I think I way more time to learn more about a couple hours today this morning working on just watching the tutorials because I need to know more available. So yeah, I can the gap on like the theory first, so then I can continue working on that film, on that scene. So yeah, just gonna do that for now. So while watching all those tutorials, I paid much more attention to the actual process required. Step by step, it goes something like this. First, they do a spotting session where they watch the scene and decide where to place the music, why and how, a little bit like I did earlier on day 1. Then they find the right tempo and pace, which can and often most of the time piano, and then for those top melodies. I'm not gonna lie, like, I'm interested, but now I feel more intimidating because I feel like there's so much to do and so much to know. But it's okay, we'll do something decent. I learned a lot about it and got a couple more tips on music theory, which were quite surprising at times.
Or maybe even drag this down another octave so we have even fatter and more spread out notes in our arrangement.
What? Three times. List all the in order to have a bigger instrument database. Not involved in particular at the piano yet, I also found a video that showed me how to make big chords like Hans Zimmer on the piano roll.
And then we have the D minor, D, F, A.
That is helpful because right now all the videos I ended up on were they were doing everything on the piano like they were so good at piano. I'm not that good at piano, so having also a tutorial on how to do that ideas of which one I choose, but I think we have to go for this one. That being said, this was not enough to get me started on my own, so I also looked up a few more videos that would give exact chord progressions to use to achieve a particular emotion. Some of the ones I took inspiration and note of were Danger, All in Wonder, and much more. Okay, so I've watched, I don't know, like 5 to 7 videos, which is really good. It does make me feel better. Like with more theory, I know a bit more what to do really from the beginning, with fundamentals. But oh my god, my brain is going to so much, my heart is actually racing. So, call it a day. We have like 4 here ideas of chord progression. I'll see tomorrow to put that into practice. Today I'm gonna call it like a theory day, because Yeah, my brain's gonna explode. Alright, day 3, let's go. Today's gonna be trying to apply this, so I'm gonna try to find a better chord progression that have more meaning and emotions to go with the scene. Because the scene has two different aspects, two different scenes almost in fall, where it has to be with a lot of tension and like very dramatic. And then when Ivan is controlling the dragon and he knows how to fly, it should be a bit more peaceful because he then knows how to control the beast and just explore the new world. So yeah, I'm gonna try and do that today. Or at least that was the plan. After spending 1 hour and a half experimenting with chord progressions, things didn't really turn out the way I thought they would. So everything together for now sounds like this. But after that, I have no idea what to add more, where to take it, where to go from there. I'm feeling super lost. I try to come up as well with like another type of chord progression for when it goes up, but I think the transition from one emotion to another, like super fast, and feeling super intimidating. I have no idea how to do it, so yeah, so I think tomorrow I'm gonna probably spend almost the whole day on it and try to put in very much 20 hours tomorrow, because right now not really doing it. Yeah, that's where I am right now. To make it simple, I was struggling hard. And to be honest with you, at this point I was really starting to wonder if I could even go through with this challenge. Was it too ambitious for a first try? Maybe. So I decided to take a break, go play some tennis, and come back to it later with a fresh vision. Alright, just came back from tennis. I think I'm gonna message Zach, because I really need help. I don't know what to do next. And the thing is, I have two versions. I have this first version that I make the first day, which has a top melody that I really like, it's good. But it has no consistency, it has no chord progression, it has nothing under that. And then today I made a great chord progression with a great sense of like danger and tension. But I can't find the top melody. I mean, this top melody cannot go on it. So it's like they're great individually, but they're not working together. And so yeah, I just don't know where to go from there and what to do. So Zach, I think I'm gonna message him. About me is that I am that means I cannot do anything else or do anything else until that fixed. I was just and I had to make it work. Anything else? So off this morning, 2 hours, I just done workout and I just time to do progression of the second part, and the dragon part. And I also worked a lot with coming up with effects like FX, organic loops, and sounds for the fall down, because I think I realized that it's supposed to be like a tension moment, and it doesn't necessarily have to have a top melody. So I'm finding that with all those like drums and all, it's good. Today. Back, and it couldn't have come at a better time. So basically he said that both of my ideas are very decent and valid, but I told him the problem that I have that is that transitioning from one to another, one key to another, one chord progression to another, it is so hard. I don't know how to do this. But once again, Zach saves me because he has a video on the topic, so I'm just gonna watch that right now.
Every week, composers reach out to me to submit some music for feedback, and time again, I see the same issue coming up, and that is transitions. Composers are actually really good at making ideas and building those ideas up, but when it comes to switching between ideas, they really struggle. It's tough to make transitions not...
Check, and check.
That's going to lead me into my second tip, which is stagger entrances and elongate exits.
Huh? Stagger? I don't know what that means. Entrances. Elongate exits. I think that makes sense. Mark Tree. Have you ever heard of Mark Tree? Grand Casa, timpani roll. What is this? Never heard of that. Okay, once again I decided that I should just go for it and learn by doing, so I jumped back into Logic and Video and tried to use the techniques I learned in that previous video to make some type of what you would call a transition. After about an hour of work, I was able to get something decent and decided to call it a day, so I'll show you the result right after during the feedback call with Zach.
The Instagram algorithm has recently changed, and if you've been seeing a decrease in the amount of reach that you're getting, it's probably not your fault. It's probably just that you haven't been adapting.
Yo!
Hey, how's it going?
What's up? It's good. How are you doing?
Ups and downs.
Yeah? How did this go for you?
So right now I'm starting day 6. So it's been 5 days. It's really been a roller coaster. Like, at the beginning I was like super excited, like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do it. And then on day 2 or 3 I realized it's way harder than I thought.
Sounds about right. What was the hardest part about it, like, so far?
The hardest part, the transition for sure was the hardest. And I think just knowing which instruments are at my disposition, like which instruments I can use, because there's so many that I don't even know the names of them.
Yeah.
There is so many. So that's what's been tough, but I did something.
You got something. That's a good start.
Do you want to look into it?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right.
Shut up and fly straight!
All right, cool. I have things to talk about. First of all, though, like, this is already a great start. Like, I think you've got a great palette underneath. The instrumentation's really cool, and I think that the ideas that you have work.
Okay.
There's little things that you could probably do.
Yeah, but the idea work.
That's the hard
main
part.
thing.
That is most definitely the hard part. Like, these things will be really easy to implement now that the bass is working.
Cool.
This is the moment where, like, everything is suspended in the air. Like there's no sense of knowing what's going to happen next. So this is where I'd have as little rhythm as possible, which is kind of what you did.
Oh,
like there's a little groove, but you could maybe even just strip the groove completely.
You mean like having no percussions at the beginning, just when it starts?
Yep. Just right when he goes over the edge.
Ah, okay.
That's option one. Okay. Or you could really lean into the drums there and make it feel super tense, double down on the drums that you've got going, like dun 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 dun, right?
And that's where I would be like, how do you make drums like that?
Do you have like Contact Factory Library?
I'm using Musio. It's a sponsored video.
Oh, then okay. It's drums.
Okay, yeah.
They have 1, 2, and 3. They've got them.
Okay.
4, I think, has lots of drums. There's your first repeated idea here. So I noticed you were working in kind of like 8-bar ideas mostly, right?
This one, yes.
When you repeat an idea, there's like two ways you could vary this up. Or you could do both. Option 1, when you repeat the chord progression the second time, what I like to do is just, like you got a 4-chord progression?
Yeah.
So the second time, the last chord. You could do, for example, maybe next time, pulling everything up a notch would definitely be noticeable. So. That you would hear. Still keeping your idea, but it's slight embellishment. Probably just to add to the tension.
This part you would keep, and then this part I would change so that it goes like more up or...
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
and if you want to add an extra level of tension, just add like another instrument or layer to this idea. So right now it's chordal, right? So something easy you could add would be some sort of like an ostinato or rhythm. That's just like, maybe just outlining the chords, but doing it with on the second repeat, that looks like mama that happened.
I kind of knew it could influence that you
point, because now there's an extra level of drama. You don't know if he's gonna fall.
Yeah, so that's where I changed the more down in the
definitely, yeah. Lower the bass, make the bass go lower, and bring up the other side. So expand out the orchestra so it's like even larger on both sides. Lower
so you mean like
higher.
expand the chords so that it's over multiple octaves?
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, you're here, go there. Nice with the suspended cymbal.
Shut up and fly straight!
The transition. Okay.
I would just cut out all the melodic aspects during the transition and just use percussion to shift it, like what you did.
Okay.
Because right now I can tell you're trying to glue them together.
Yeah, that's what I tried. That's what you were saying in your video.
Yeah. I know. It's my fault. I misguided you.
No, maybe it depends on the scenes, and I'm guessing here maybe it doesn't work, but then. Yeah, okay.
Final tremolo strings.
Oh, yeah.
That's gonna shimmer it, right? Symphony?
Yeah.
There's you can, but there's libraries that will just do a
Take 2.
in your video.
Yeah, I know. It's my fault. I misguided you.
No, I mean, maybe it depends on the scenes, and I'm guessing here maybe it doesn't work for that particular scene. So yeah, cut out all the melody elements and use percussions.
Mm-hmm.
And like swells or cymbals suspended and all that stuff, chimes
literally
and
it.
all.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay.
Exactly. Here's the instruments I would use to just really push it forward for that final tremolo strings.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's gonna shimmer it, right?
Yeah.
Rolled timpani.
Yeah.
There's libraries. You don't have to manually go. You can, but there's libraries that will just do a timpani roll.
Yeah, I think I have one from the Museo I found. Yeah.
And then I would maybe even throw in trumpets, because trumpets are going to be really piercing.
Yes, actually. Oh, yeah. Okay, trumpets for the last, for the last part.
Sure. Yep. Just on the top end of that last chord. So
yeah.
If you're doing that chord, right there.
Yeah.
Yep. If I was using modulation, I would really. You have, yes, boom, and then just swell with percussion, and then you're into your next section.
Yeah.
First of all, I really like what you did, but, so something you can do over most of this, just to add a little bit of rhythm without using rhythm, I would use, like, harp. That's just arpeggiating the chords. So, like, I was hearing...
Like an old top note and all that. Yeah.
That's really cool. I could see like a cello or something kind of pulling up. If you can have, I think, a through line, like a line that rises up through those chords, right, as it goes through near the end, then I think that'll be really, really sick. Okay, I think I almost have all the notes down for you. I know this is a lot.
Yeah, I think that'll be plenty.
You're like, I'm good. Please stop.
I mean,
I'm not gonna give you any more than that. Like that's all you between those different areas. So
yeah, and I think they're all gonna be challenging as well, because it's all gonna be tough too at the moment. But
I got excited for you, Orly. But like I said, seriously, I'm not just saying it. Like it works. So
cool.
Like,
that's awesome. That's awesome.
You can just decorate.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
cool.
Really good job. Seriously.
After about a week, I had enough to it, fresh ears, and went straight to the lessons from the session. Making my own drum loop was super fun. Not sure it's but it's fun. I just used the arpeggiator from this point. I was just too tired to try to do it. I started working on the transitions by removing every melodic element, keeping only the drums and risers, and finished by doing a quick and dirty mixing pass consisting of volume levels, panning, and EQ. And so, after a total of about 15 hours spent struggling, learning, trying, and trying again, this is what we got.
Think, fly!
Fly?